Alright guys, so for our last science lesson this week, we're going to compare plants. That means we're going to look at some plants and talk about how they're the same and how they're different. So, I'm going to show you some pictures of different plants. I'm going to point out some things and I'm going to get you to answer me some questions about how we can compare them. I can't wait to get started on this one. Alright, so this first one, it says compare leaves. Now, there is something very obvious about these leaves, but I want to know, how are they the same? I can see one leaf is green and one leaf is red. That's how they're different. But how are they the same? Look at the shape of them. What kind of shape do you think this looks like? I think it kind of looks like a heart. Is there anything else you can think of that they look the same? Remember, different is pointing out what color they are. Anywhere you see that they look the same, you could even look at maybe the branches behind them. Now, what's a way that they are different? What's the most obvious thing? You look at it and I can say, oh, this one is different because it is, and this one is what? They're different.
Because that one is cozy.
They're different colors. Now, here it says compare color. Now, these ones are leaves. These ones are flowers. But it wants to know, how are they the same? Now, these two plants really don't look much at all like each other. But how are they the same? What color are these flowers?
Purple.
What color are these leaves?
Purple and blue.
Some of them are kind of blue looking, but I see a lot of purple. Just like here has a little bit of yellow, it's mostly purple. So what is the same between these two plants? What color? Purple. Alright, now we're going to look at how things are a little bit different. So it says contrast flowers. Now these flowers are actually the same kind of plant. They're, if I remember right, hydrangeas. My mommy has several of these in her yard. And depending on the way the dirt is, sometimes they'll look blue and sometimes they'll look red. But they're the exact same kind of plant. So this question says, how are they different? If we know they're the exact same plant, what's different between these two pictures?
They're both different colors.
Yeah, they are different colors. So this one right here is blue, and this one is red. So those flowers are different by being different colors. Contrast the leaves. These leaves look very similar. But the question says, how are they different?
That one's purple and that one has some purple and that one doesn't.
So this one up here, we can see that there's stripes with green and purple. But when we look over here, I see stripes with green and white. Do these leaves look a lot alike? I think they look alike. It's just they're different colors. I got one more for you. This one might be a hard one. This says compare and contrast. So we're going to look at how they're the same and how are they different. So let's think about this. This right here is what kind of plant? A tomato plant. What about this one? That's a watermelon plant. So how are they the same? There's several different things that are the same about them. Think about colors you see on the plants. Think about what they're making. I can tell you I see green leaves on both of them. And then I know I can eat what both of them are making. Can you eat a tomato? Yes, you can. Can you eat a watermelon? You sure can. So I can eat what grows on them. Are there any more ways that you can think that they look the same? Maybe even the shape of the fruit they're making. There's all kinds of ways.
That one is a photo, that one is a photo.
Now, we're going to talk about how they're different. Have you ever seen a tomato at the grocery store? Show me with your hands how big are the tomatoes that you see at the grocery store. They can be kind of small. There's the itty-bitty cherry tomatoes. There's the Roma tomatoes that you can make a circle with your thumb and your pointer finger. And then there's a regular tomato that you can make a fist, and that's about how big it is. Now, have you ever seen a watermelon at the grocery store?
It's like this big.
Are they small?
No, they're big.
Even the small watermelons are kind of big. So, is that a way they're different? What about the shape of the leaves? Or even where they grow? This plant, the tomato, he needs a stick to grow on. Or maybe you've seen a tomato cage. Now this one, he grows out across the ground. So if you can think of a way that any of these plants are same or different that we didn't get to talk about, I would love to hear what you have to share. I hope you liked this one, and be sure to tell me what you think about comparing and contrasting some of these cool plants.
And have a good night and never give up. Remember that God is always watching over you. If you're sleeping alone, don't worry, you have somebody with you. Have a good night. Bye-bye. Your teacher really loves you.